everyone, and welcome to Pass the Mic on a Pretty Little Podcast. I'm here with the crowd surfing queen, Jamie Reed.
Hi, guys. Excited to be here.
Tonight we have Dale from Idle Kings. This rap metal duo will be a quick add to your playlist. Please welcome Dale.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hi, Dale.
Hey.
Okay, so, first of all,
go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm nervous. I'm so nervous.
Okay, so how did you come together as a band?
Oh, yes, that's a funny story actually. So I'd thought about quitting music actually like 2 years ago. So I'd found a song hidden on my laptop somewhere, and it was like, right, fine, it's the only song I've got finished. So I put it out, I released it, Spotify and everything. And then the guy from local band Smokeout found it, he reviewed it, and then the manager of Idle Kings hit me up, and I thought it was a spam at first, so I ignored it for a few days. I'm like, nah, this is too good to be true. Anyway, they carried on. Then they found me on Facebook, messaged me on that, and I was like, right, okay, fine, I'm going to reply. And then the manager was like, he sent me a few demos, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was I thought the guy I was talking to was the rapper. And I was like, is this you? You sound really good. He's like, no. It's a guy called Rob. And I was like, I want, look now, I want in on this. Yeah. Hope that's the last picture of the night.
So, okay. From what I understand, the band is actually based out of Michigan. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. And it's you and Rob?
Just me and Rob, yeah. When we play shows, we do actually have a full band, so it's not just the two of us playing with like a DJ or anything like that. We want a full band experience.
I got you. So you have a traveling band essentially, but it's just you two when it comes down to recording?
Yeah, it's just us two. We do all the writing, recording, yeah.
And that is going to be my very first question for you, because I want to know, you are clearly not a Michigander. No. I can tell by your accent. So tell everybody where you come from and how it works across the pond there.
Right. Okay. So I'm from a small little country in the UK called Wales. I live on an island called Anglesey and a small town called Amlwch, which is very hard for you Americans to pronounce, as Rob.
Yeah, I would totally mess that up.
And the way we make it work is either he'll send me a beat with like a half-written verse or something, see if I like it. If I like it, I'll start writing, and then I'll send him a quick demo. And then if we both give it the green light, he'll mix and master it, and we'll release it. And that usually takes 2 to 3 days to do a song.
Really? Okay, yeah. So I know that I first discovered you through the Carnival Festival. You were in Michigan and you played there. So is that the only show you've done? Have you guys done other shows? I can imagine that touring is kind of hard with you over there.
Yeah, well, no, that was the third show I think we played my whole time I was there. I think we played 4 or 5 shows when I was there.
You did a little mini tour while you were in town. I love it.
Yeah. And during one of the shows, we shot a music video for a song that we did with a band called Approaching Autumn, which is also from Michigan.
Yes, I know them.
Yeah, and most of those members were actually playing the backing band for us on that tour, so it's pretty cool.
Gotcha. Yes, because you also played at Mac's Bar for the Carnival after party, correct?
Yeah, we did. That was my last show. I flew home a day or 2 after that.
So do you have any plans on coming back anytime soon? I'm sure we would love to see you here again.
Well, I was hoping to come back this year, but I just can't get the time off work this year. So
I can imagine that making those arrangements is not the easiest thing.
No, it's not the cheapest either.
No, that's quite a ways to fly.
Just curious, since you've played over here and you are part of the music scene over there, how does it differ?
I'd definitely say playing over in Michigan and America is a lot better than it is here.
Really?
There's more of a metal fan base over there, I find, as to where I'm from here. Like, not a lot of people here really like the style of music that we do.
What's
Gotcha. A
popular
lot of
around
people in
your area?
Michigan do.
Especially when I start screaming and everybody's like, "What's this noise?" Like my dad, especially, he hates it. It's just, he likes his
And it
dance
goes from
anthems.
you've got the prim and proper British accent. You're just screaming like that. It's just brilliant. I love it.
I know it's really hard to picture him like singing the song.
I love your accent so much. It's just great. It is so great. So like what would you describe as your sound and like your influences and things like that?
I don't really know. I think it kind of comes from a lot of places. A lot of people that listen to our music, they assume that we're like inspired by Linkin Park and stuff like that. Like we get a lot of comparisons to them, and it's like, as much as I like it when people like compare me to Chester, but I don't think I'm anywhere near that. Like he is God tier vocalist in my
He's
opinion.
Chester, I mean.
Yeah, he's Chester's Chester, yeah. But like I am flattered when people like compare me to him. But I like to listen to a lot of pop music, and I grew up listening to boy bands, so it's really strange that I'm in a band like Idle Kings when I grew up listening to like Backstreet Boys, Westlife, and
That is brilliant. I listen to everything from pop music to some country. I mean, and like anything in between, all genres of rock. So I really respect that.
yeah, I like
I feel like that kind of gives you a leg up on other artists also.
Yeah. So I can listen to like a pop dance song or something, and then I can incorporate that into what I do with my choruses, like with harmonies and stuff. So I'm really big on harmonies. I like making a big chorus, like a pop radio hit kind of chorus. So that's what I feel
Have
I
you
bring
done
to
your
Idle
little
King.
boy band like TikTok dances?
Yeah, I don't do the dancing, no, but
So you should incorporate that into your next live show.
Oh yeah, we need a duet with you.
A duet?
Yeah, we need to get like a little dance going, like the Deadpool, like bye, bye, bye.
I wish. I just can't. No, I have not got the rhythm or anything when it comes to dancing.
We'll come be your backup dancers for your next music video.
I'll hold you to that.
I'm available.
We'll have both of you in it. It'll look amazing.
That would be awesome.
That would be great. So, okay, what you said that when you got the call from Idle Kings, you were about to get out of music. What initially got you into music?
I don't know. My dad used to have like a DJ set in the shed back home when I was a kid, so I was always around music, and like I would bring the kitchen chair in because I was really small then, and I'd stand up with a headphone on, going like this on it. And then that was it. And then there was a talent show in my school, and I saw my friend get up, and he was dancing to Michael Jackson, and I thought, whoa, this is pretty cool. And then I found a thing on Facebook of him singing a Michael Jackson song. So I was like, oh, maybe I can give it a go, like recording stuff. So instead of doing covers, I wrote a song myself and I put it out there thinking no one was going to hear it. So, and then I kind of got a taste for it from there. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's become my life now, basically.
What genre was the song that you wrote initially?
It was kind of pop rocky, like older Imagine Dragons type thing.
I love Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, he's got an amazing voice as well.
I love Imagine Dragons. Yeah. They are one of my favorites.
I wish I could sing like that, the raspiness.
Oh, I know. He's got an amazing voice. And if you've never seen them live, I highly recommend seeing them live.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Yeah, they're very good. I haven't
really seen that many bands live, I haven't really been to that many shows. It's quite sad.
As somebody who goes to a lot of them, I recommend start going to shows. Like any chance that you can. I mean, just that it's just a whole different world. You've played live music and attending live music, and it's just my recommendation.
It's like two different things, isn't it? When you're on the stage and when you're like watching a band, it's two different things.
Exactly.
I think I'd be a lot less nervous in the crowd.
Right. You're a little not
be
the
nervous.
center.
Like, man, I like your music is awesome. Like, I don't be nervous. Like, I mean, there's a reason why Spotify is suggesting Linkin Park and big name bands like that, along with your there's a reason for that. You guys are incredible.
When I started playing you regularly after we started talking, I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. This is something I can completely get into. I mean, I had heard you before, but I really dived deep into it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm very impressed.
What did you think of the show we did in Carnival?
Absolutely fantastic. Like, you guys, I didn't know like exactly what your story was and that you were from the UK. I had no idea like any of that until like you opened your mouth, of course. But like, so I was very impressed. You guys did well for being so far apart.
Yeah, that was our third ever show as well. I felt we were really tight on that show.
You did very well. I'm very impressed.
And we played a few songs that we never even practiced too. And I was like, I'm glad we pulled that off.
All the bands that night were just really good. That was a really fun. I'm glad that you guys were there. And that was just a fun little festival. That was a great night.
Your music's really dynamic too. So you could really like mix in with a bunch of different bands like from over here. So man, just let us know when you're coming over, because
I really want to come this year. It's just I've made a promise to my boss now that I'm going to stay here for the year, so
that makes sense. But that gives you, time to obviously work on music and get ready for your next big trip across the pond to come back and play for us again. Because I'm sure you noticed when you were here that Michigan has a pretty good metal scene. That you could easily fit right into and play right along with some of these other bands that are from around here that you met. I mean, you met some of them for the shows that you were here for. So I think I could see you guys doing some recording and some shows with a bunch of bands off the top of my head that are local Michigan bands. I see you guys doing great things.
There's one band that was playing Carnival called Sever the Crown. I really want to do a song with them. They even got me up on stage for their set, dancing around like an idiot.
I know them. They're vocalists, Brandon. They're good people. So you need to work on that one. Reach out to them because they've always been super willing to do collaborations. Reach out to them. Get that shit going. We would love it.
I kind of put it off for a minute.
Oh my gosh, let's put it into the universe though, because we can send them a little clip of him saying that he wants to collab with them.
Yes, because I do know them, so I can forward that along.
Yes,
like, hey, these guys want to collab with you. He's a good vocalist. He's a good screamer. I mean, I think that would be a good collaboration. I could definitely see that and get behind that one.
He's a lot smaller in person as well. I was quite shocked when I met him.
Yes.
Because I'm like 6'4" and he was down here, so I was like, oh.
Oh yeah. So I mean, that was kind of one of my questions. If you had any, this is kind of your chance to plug anybody that you want to plug. If you had anybody like Sever the Crown that you would want to collab with or play a show with, who would it be? Even if you want to go big and say, Go big or go home. Say whoever. Anybody that you could potentially collab with.
I would love to collab with Falling in Reverse.
Yes, I could totally
They're
see
my
that.
favorite band. Like Ronnie Radke, like this new song that we're releasing in like 7 days is my inner Ronnie Radke.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, we're definitely going to get to that new song before we're done talking to you, because I saw that that's coming. So I'm definitely going to get to that one.
Yeah.
Huge Falling in Reverse fan. And Ronnie Radke is like this generation's Fred Durst, in my opinion. Just, you know, the royal asshole that just gets off being an asshole. And yeah, love him. I would love to see you collab with them.
I just love the way he doesn't care, and the way he like takes all the haters and puts them in his music video or trolls them online and stuff. And it's like, I wish I had the confidence to do that, because
all publicity is good publicity when you're Ronnie Radke. It doesn't matter if it's bad press or good press. It's all good
that
to him.
algorithm, baby.
It's like he wants to get cancelled, but
yes, he keeps trying, but it just won't happen to him. So he's doing something
bigger
right.
and bigger, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Another one, Starset. I'm really into Starset. Have you heard of Starset?
Love them.
Not, but I'm gonna write them down because
they're a good band. I like them. They're more like
they're very good.
Type.
And they're very different. They've got the string instruments, and when have you ever seen them on stage? They're phenomenal live.
Yeah, I was supposed to when they came to the UK, but it just didn't happen. Couldn't afford
you guys probably don't get the same level of tours that we get here.
Not here in Wales, no. But if I go into England, all the big bands will come into England, like Birmingham, Manchester, London especially. But in Wales, I'm so far away from it all. It's just kind of like...
Well, we have a friend that lives over there that I would personally love to see you collab with, Mr. Ryan McCombs of Drowning Pool and Soil.
Yes, I like him. I like Drowning Pool especially.
So you should definitely like reach out to him, because
I don't know if we're big enough for that kind of collab yet, but
reach high. That's what I say. What's the worst that can say is you get told no. You're going to get told no 1,000 times, but you're going to get told yes the one time that's going to be the one time that means it.
Yeah, it's true actually, because we did get Alfonso from Heartsick to feature on a song on our first album. So,
and I mean, come on, like he's worked with some big names. So I mean,
so
you never know unless you ask.
I actually have one of their like concert posters like over on my wall.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd love to have met them while I was there, like played a few shows. We did try, because I did message him while I was there. There was a slot going on one of his shows, and I was like, can we play? So he asked the promoter, and then the promoter said another band had already filled that slot. So I was a bit disappointed in that.
Bummer.
But almost happened, because then we could have performed that song live.
Oh, yeah. Well, next time when you come back, you can kind of base it around working with Alfonso and Heartsick.
Give it a go, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely like all have mutual friends, so
it's a small world.
As soon as you know you're coming to the States, like we'll get on it.
Yeah. Anything we can do to help you guys, we will do.
So I have a question for first-time listeners that have never heard your music before. What song would you suggest that they listen to first?
I'd maybe a song called Binge or What's Left of Me, those two, because they really show like our dynamic. Because Binge is the heavier, more hip-hoppy type song with a heavy breakdown, and then What's Left of Me is more of the radio-friendly type thing. So either one of them depends.
Nice.
I scream in all of them, so it's you'll get a full like range.
Now, what's your favorite like part of the process? Do you like the creating? Do you like the recording, or do you prefer the actual performing?
I
All
enjoy
of the above.
performing. Performing's fun because I can just let loose on stage. Before a show, I'm backstage shaking, like I can't do this, Rob. I don't want to do this. Like, and then when I'm on stage, I'm a completely different person. It's like I feel like I belong on it. So I love performing. Hate writing because Rob's always nitpicking my lyrics. So it's like, but recording's fun. I like it when I record the top line and then I start layering everything else, and I can hear the song becoming like what it's supposed to be. And I get like really excited, and I start posting little videos online. You can hear me going, it's like, I don't know. I love recording.
So can you tell us about any like behind the scene moments from the recording studio?
We've only done one song where we've been in the same room together. So I can tell you about that one because that was actually really funny. Like, so Rob writes his lyrics on his phone. He'll listen to the beat and the lyrics are written. Like, he's really good at just feeling the beat and writing the lyrics. And when we recorded a song called Suffocate when I was in Michigan, he had his dog in the room, and his dog's deaf, can't hear anything. He's the cutest little dog. He wouldn't leave me alone the whole time I was there. But he obviously, it's a dog. He doesn't understand that we're recording. So he's like jumping on and off the bed, and he's got a wooden floor. So all you can hear is these little, like, his claws tapping the floor. So Rob's like mid-recording, and he can hear it. The mic's picking it up, and he's like, "Roscoe, shut the fuck up!" Like, I'm screaming at his dog and stuff. Like, but it's hilarious. And then he'll stumble. Then when he's like tries to get back into the flow, he'll start. Even though he's reading it, he's rapping something completely different. And sometimes it sounds really good, and we keep it in the song, and sometimes it doesn't.
The poor dog's probably feeling the vibration from like the screams. He's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, it's just like, it was so funny though. It's just the way he's like, "Chad."
Now, was the recording process like pretty quick for you guys, or because I mean, to write songs and like get them like basically done in a couple days, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but when I'm here and he's there, it's fast. But when we're doing it together, it's like I'm picking up on things that I don't like and vice versa. And it's like, it's stressful. So I think we get on better recording in our own country. Yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah. He's probably going to kill me for saying that, but oh well.
No, you know what? Like, I appreciate that because so many people would go on and be like, "Oh, we do everything together. We never disagree. Like, we always get along and have the same
we
fun."
always disagree. When it
I
comes
love
to
the fact that you came on and you're like, "Yeah, he nitpicks me." Like,
yeah, I'm the same.
like
Like, if he's mixing,
that's what really happens when you're like creating music.
Mixing is a nightmare with him because he'll send me a mix and say, "Oh yeah, this sounds good." Then I'll listen to it and I'm like, "Well, I can't hear me and you suck." Or so, like, we're brutally honest with each other, and I think that's the best way to be. Otherwise, we're just going to put out shit.
Right, and you want to put out stuff that you're proud of. So
exactly.
you both have to sign off on it.
So, yeah,
that's how I am with our producer of the show. Like, we go back and forth. Like, I'll be like, let's change that. And I'll be like, no, I kind of like this. Like, that
you just want what's best, though, don't you? Like, you know what you want it to be like, so you just kind of come to heads together, don't you? You know.
Are you usually the one that ends up folding, or is it usually Rob? Or do you guys kind of split
it? I'm quite stubborn, and so is he, but I'm persistent, and he'll be like, "Oh, fuck, fine." Like with this new song, we did at least 5-6 mixes, and I was like, "I hate your second verse. Let me tune your second verse because you're a bit pitchy." And he was like, "Fine." And then he was like giving me this whole like, "I don't like the sound of rappers being tuned." And I'm like, "No, I get it, but it doesn't sound like you're rapping on this song. It sounds like you're singing." So my ear as a singer, I want it tuned. So we were arguing about it. Anyway, I just gave up in the end, and I was like, "Fine, lightly tune it." So we both win.
Compromise for every relationship. You have to compromise.
See them do a live of them touring together.
That'd be bad.
That would be so fun.
Just be like arguing. We're like a married couple. Yeah.
So what is some lyrics that are in one of your songs that have really some special meaning to you?
So what some of the lyrics in our songs?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know all of them really, because all the songs, like, especially on our debut album, like it's a personal album. Like we're both. It's quite funny because the way I see me and Rob, it's like we're the same person from different parts of the world. When we came together, it was like we were brothers, and it's like we like the same things, same food, same music, and everything. So then, like when we were writing the album, we both suffer with like depression, anxiety, like addictions, like that's from his side of things, and my addictions with like I'm kind of addicted to my anxiety, which just sounds really fucked up, but that's what I write about. So I think all the songs, but Dream State is the one that stands out to me the most. That's the one that I really relate to on a personal level. And there's a line in Rob's verse where he says something like, I want to take all the pain and load it up in a gun. And that line is just deep, and I love that line. I think I got that line right. I'm not sure.
That hits.
Yeah, it's a deep song. It's like a ballady type song, and it's got a heavy breakdown in it, but it's deep. It's my favorite.
Now I know you were kind of called in after the name was chosen, but do you know the story behind the name?
No, I don't actually. I just kind of went with it. I was like, okay, got a name, got this idea, I'm going with it.
That's a badass name.
Yeah, I love it. It used to be called I Am Trouble, and when they changed it to Idol Kings, they had this other idea. They had this other vocalist, but something happened between Rob and this other vocalist. I don't know. And then they were looking for someone new and found me. So
how long were they a band before you joined on? Did they have a lot of music recorded already, or have you done it primarily?
Yeah, so I Am Trouble was going a long time. They've been playing loads of shows in Michigan and stuff. They've been in like magazines. They've had their music in movies and stuff. Like Rob's kind of really built this really big thing. Like I don't feel like I'm in a local band, if that makes sense.
That absolutely makes sense. And you're how can you call it a local band when half of it is literally across the Atlantic Ocean?
But like when I've been in bands here, it just like it feels like we're starting out, we're building something. But when I joined Idol Kings, it felt like I'd already joined an established band, even though we're not quite there yet. We're still growing. But yeah, this is probably the best band I've been in.
Aww.
Yeah, it's a nice little family vibe as well.
How much music have you recorded with them?
So we've done one album with 11 songs, and then we released 3 singles, and now we're working on our second album. So good fair few.
So that leads me into my next question, which is going to be, tell us about this new single and when it comes out. I know when it comes out, but I'll let you tell our listeners.
Okay. So the new single is called Dying to Love. So it's the second single off our new album. We released a song called Are You Happy Now a month ago, which was kind of showing off our new sound, because we've changed a lot since Binge. So this new single it's when it starts, you're going to be very shocked because it's not your typical Idol Kings. If you've listened to Binge, it's really different. Even I was shocked when Rob sent it to me, because this is Rob's song and I've written to it. So for Rob, who always saying, let's go heavy, I want to slap people in the faces with our music, I was shocked when he sent me this one. So yeah.
Now, what are some of the elements that make this album so different from the first one that you recorded with them?
This one is more, we're kind of leading more towards like radio friendly with this album. Binge was raw, in your face, heavy with like lighter songs, whereas this one is more of a polished, like commercial sound. That's what we're kind of going for this one. Rob did want to go really heavy, but he's kind of decided to send me radio poppy songs with breakdowns, which I dig.
I dig it too.
Metal fans, how have the metal fans taken that? Like, how have they reacted to?
I don't know. That was one thing I was worried about when we released the first single off this album, because I was like, this is really different. But like the hardcore fans, the ones who have supported us since they found us, they seem to like it. But yeah, but we seem to have had more followers since releasing Are You Happy Now as well. So I think we're in the right direction, going in the right direction.
I feel like now, knowing that you're a fan of Falling in Reverse, like, I feel like it only makes sense for you to make every album almost completely different.
Yeah. And I think that, yeah, that's kind of where we're going. Yeah, we're definitely different on this next album.
Now, do you have a set, like, we're going to release every 6 weeks, or we're just going to release whenever the fuck we want? Or like, what's your like scheduling with releasing?
So it's, I don't know. We when we talk about it, we're like, we're going to put it on a set date. We want to like promote the songs, like give it a good 2 weeks or something of promotion, and then release the song, and then let that have like be out for a month or something. But sometimes we can get really excited with the song and just want to put it out. So we just decide, right, we're going to drop this today. We did that when we were releasing singles on the Binge album. We did a surprise release, and I think we learned our lesson there, never to do that again, because nobody knew we'd released it and it had no views for ages. so now I think we're doing it a bit better now, because we're using DistroKid, and you have to give it a few like weeks before they even go onto streaming sites. So that's kind of helping us slow it down a bit. So the next song's out March 8th, which is Rob's birthday, and he wanted a nice little birthday present.
Happy birthday, Rob!
Yeah.
So that leads me into, with you, as you are so far apart, how has social media played into you promoting your band, and how has streaming services really changed the game for a band like you guys?
I'd say social media has been a big thing for us, because obviously, like, that's the only way we can promote, because I'm not there, so we can't go out and play shows and be like, yeah, like us, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So it's been a bit of a challenge, but I love a challenge. So yeah. But what was the other question?
Streaming services. How is that a game changer now from the days that it used to be where you had to sign with the record label and you had to record albums and actually sell albums, and that? How do you think streaming services have changed that game?
I think it's made it a lot easier, because you don't have to go looking for labels now, because I've tried that in the past, like sending off demos. They just ignore you. They just don't give you the time of day. But now with social media, you've got TikTok and stuff. So I post little clips on TikTok, and I feel like social media has helped me a lot more, because it's getting me out there with people in America. Like, that's how Rob found me and stuff. So social media is definitely, some people can look at it and think it's ruining the music scene, but I think it's a positive myself.
Now, do you have any plans for your release? Like, are you going out? Are you going live on one of the social media? Like,
I don't know how we're going to do it. Actually, I don't think we haven't really discussed it. We're still in the process of recording it and writing it, so we're just kind of taking it as each day comes at the minute. But I'm sure we'll figure something out. What Rob originally wanted to do was have me fly over in September and try and play Carnival Fest again and do another tour for this second album, but obviously I can't. So, and I'm in the process of moving in with my girlfriend as well, so that's taking up a lot of time.
Oh yeah, life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, it does. But I'm trying to juggle it all: work, girlfriend, music. It's a lot, but yeah, because I'm a chef, so I don't really get that much time to write and record, because obviously I'm cooking for everybody.
Right, because rock stars have day jobs, everybody.
Yeah, we do.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I don't know. I work in like So you guys have an IHOP, yeah? So where I work is a family-run business called Skies. My boss has named it after his daughter, and it's basically based on IHOP, but we also do other stuff like burgers, like during the evenings and stuff, pizzas. We've got a massive pizza oven and pancakes and stuff. So I just like cooking everything, really. I don't really have a favorite thing to cook. At home, though, I'd probably say steak.
Of course. Of course.
Now, how is your girlfriend with you practicing? Since you guys are moving in together, how is she with you practicing, like, your vocals and everything?
I haven't really, like, she's very supportive of me and with my music and stuff, and her mum as well. Like, her mum's just, she loves Idol Kings. But yeah, no, I haven't really, she's okay with me singing around the house, but I don't really do it much. I go down to my mum's house. That's where my studio is, so I do it there. Might as well keep it in my mum's house.
So can you tell us anything more about the song that's coming out on the 8th? Because that's like really close.
Yeah. So basically, this new last album was about like addiction, mental health and stuff. This new album is more of a like Are You Happy Now is a song about someone who did something to betray you and finally got what they wanted out of you because they used you and stuff. So that's what that song is about. Like, are you happy now? You got what you needed and blah, blah. And this next song it's about loving someone who doesn't love you. So you're dying to love them, but they don't want you and they just hurt you. And like, I think we're still quite deep with just different topics on this next album.
I feel like that's a good way to go too, because that kind of fits in with like the trending like pop song, like Sabrina Carpenter and I'm gonna mess up her name, Olivia, whatever. But they're singing about heartbreak. I mean, that's what a lot of people are doing now. So that's kind of cool that you're saying like, you did me dirty, like you got away with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still feel some sort of way.
And I think Rob's very clever with his lyrics as well, because if you listen to our music, it's not like the same generic, it's not written in a generic way like most bands where it's like, oh, you did me dirty, this, that, and the other. I feel like the way Rob writes, it's more personal and it's like looking looking in instead of out, if that makes sense. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, I really suck at like describing stuff.
It's fine. You know what? I had to do a couple shows and I like wasn't feeling good. And after I got off, I'm like, I probably sounded like such an idiot. Like, I wasn't even like putting full sentences together.
I think that's what I'm going to feel when I watch this back, you know.
Yeah, you know what? I can't do that. So many people ask me, they're like, "Do you watch it afterwards?" I can't.
Yeah, I'm like
I would be really
if someone takes
nitpicky
a
of
photo
myself.
as well, I can't look at the photo. I just don't like looking at it back.
Like, I know what I sound like. I'm good.
Yeah,
we are our own worst critic.
That's true. Yeah, we are. Especially as musicians as well. I think we go a little too hard on ourselves.
Most definitely.
So, tell us about some of these shows that you played in Michigan. What's one of your favorite memories?
I think the first show we played, because we shot the music video, that was a fun one. And that was my first show on American soil as well. So I was really like hyped for that one.
And where was that one at?
That was in Flint, Michigan, I think it was. It was in like a weed convention thing. I can't remember what it's called.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
You know
okay.
what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. I got high off all the fumes. Like, I don't smoke or anything like that, but I felt it, and I think that's why I was so
It's legal here, and Michiganders love their weed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It
And
probably
over
made it
here,
a very chill night.
yeah. I think Carnival was my favorite show.
Was that the biggest show that you guys did here?
Yeah,
That had a
100%.
really good turnout. I was really happy with
Yeah, and
that.
that was the
I'm
first time I ever
good
did
friends
that
with
as well.
Eric that puts it on. That was
Yeah.
a great show.
That was his first time ever doing Carnival, and I'm glad that like the amount of people that came.
I mean,
'Cause,
he's doing it again this year, so
he's obviously done
had to
something right.
think of.
The last show at Max Bar though, like no disrespect to the sound guy, but he screwed us up.
I've
that show was so
heard,
bad.
yeah, I've heard problems with the sound guy there. So
Yeah.
you're not the only person that said that before.
We cut our set short because we couldn't hear anything in our in-ear monitors. I was blowing my voice because I was standing next to the PA trying to hear if I was in tune. Couldn't hear myself or anything, and it was a bad experience. But you
Oh,
get them, don't you?
but that's
You learn.
live music.
Yeah.
Rock and
Is it
roll,
really
right?
crazy for you, like being from the UK, when you come over, like with the power arrangement, or did Rob kind of deal with that? Because
We have
some friends of
different
ours,
power outlets than you guys, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah. I
so
had to
like
go to the store
your
before
whole like
flying over, an adapter
set,
and everything.
did you have to like make change everything over, or like how did you go about doing that?
I just got a little adapter from the store here before flying over because we have ones that we can plug UK plugs into the back of a US one, and then it's just straight into the wall. So it's that simple, really.
I feel like people from the UK are smarter. They like know coming over here. Like Americans just go over and we're like, oh, it'll be fine. And then we blow the whole
Yeah.
outlet.
I do feel like we plan things ahead more, especially when it comes to Rob. Rob's got no idea. He's just kind of like, yeah, I'll wing it. Like that's
kind of an American thing. I'll speak
yeah.
for all of us.
Yeah. Rob.
So does Rob have plans on coming over there and doing any shows?
When I was there last year, he said this year he was going to come here. So I did like a little teaser thing and got people like excited around here. And then he tells me he's scared of flying. And he was like, but you did it. You came here alone, so I will come. And now he's seeing all these things on the news about planes.
There have been a lot of planes going down. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's
Jamie,
really what
you fly a lot, so I won't get like
all the time.
tears, but like I think Final Destination every time I see a plane.
Yeah, that is what it's like. Every time I go onto Facebook, it's like another plane. This is just like they're dropping like flies at the minute for some reason. So Rob's scared of that, so I don't think he's coming here anytime soon.
Makes sense.
But I don't mind going there because Michigan, I was there a month and I feel like Michigan is home now.
Well, I have to say I love Michigan. I live here, obviously, and Michigan would love to have you come back for sure.
I've heard that a lot, like because I got back the day I landed back in the UK. I saw my mum, went home, unpacked. When I'd unpacked and I sat down on my bed, I cried.
Oh yeah,
I felt so depressed when I got back to my own hometown because I was on such a high in Michigan, and I genuinely felt like Rob and his family because I was staying with them and they became like family to me, and I got on with Rob's son and everything. He calls me Uncle Shithead now. So yeah, so I kind of to just come home from having a
you're
month
in when you got the nickname.
Yeah, Uncle Shithead.
So what other things can fans expect off of the album coming up?
I think because we're still in the process of writing it, I can't really say because we don't know. We've only done like the radio-y type ones at the minute, but I think there will be some surprises there because Rob and me both want to do a few heavy ones. So I think there will be some heavier than the first album.
Like instruments or aesthetics that you want to explore with this album?
I don't know. I feel like our sound is what I've always wanted anyway, like heavy, synthy, rappy. Like I love the way that like metal guitars and synthesizers and everything go together. So I like experimenting with that and then putting that pop sound in my vocals with Rob's hip hop. So when you listen to us, it is kind of like loads of different genres. It's not just like new metalcore. If you really listen to it, there's a lot of different elements in our
That's
music.
what I was going to ask you. Like, I noticed in none of your bios or anything, it says new metal or anything like that. What is that? What sets you that you don't call yourself new metal? Is that your rap, metal, rock, all of those things?
We're just idol kings, I think. That's the only way I can describe it, is we're just idol kings, because Rob has said, like, we could drop a country song now and it would sound good. So who knows? Might even do a
Obviously, if
rap.
people are taking your different sounds, then yeah, obviously you're doing something right.
Yeah. I don't know how I would sound on a country song though. Like,
The British accent is always good for a country song.
Well, Falling in Reverse, don't they have?
Yeah, they did a song with Jelly Roll, didn't they?
Yeah, and they got that. Yeah, that's right. Bunny's in it. I should have remembered that. Yeah, they have a whole country line dancing to metal.
And then the music video for that song is nuts, especially like on the breakdown and they're line dancing. And I'm like, Ronnie,
it's the whole thing. It's called country core. It's a whole thing. There's Lakeview that did a song with Gideon, and they're like, Lakeview is like a country duo.
White, like when I'm like walking in a room, especially when I'm not wearing makeup, and I cannot country line dance. Like my body is not that straight. Like I'm someone that's gotta like flow and go with the music, and that's very like coordinated and like I don't know. Like
just stand there and look like Slender Man. I'm just tall. I've got no like rhythm. I just stand there.
Tall with no rhythm.
You just find me sitting in the corner watching everyone dance because I'm too embarrassed to get up.
I feel like once you have like a sound that you love and like that signature feel to it, you can really take it and throw it into any genre and like
make it your
throw
own.
your own style on it.
Yeah. I think that's what we do. Yeah.
Most definitely.
I think does that a lot. Yeah.
Like I had to double check with some of the songs because I was going through like I'm very particular. I have to listen to like the first like 20 songs when I'm picking the song for the story.
Yeah.
Like I'm very precise with it. And I feel like I get to know the artist at the same time by like their 10 top song or their 20 top songs. So like I was going through and some of them are so different. I'm like, is this the same band or is this like
Yeah, we will do that a lot.
You're definitely evolving, and I can't wait to hear what's next. And
it's definitely different. That's all I'll say. This next single is different. Like it starts off like a brand new sound, and then the song finishes like it's a different song. It's like two songs in one, but it works.
I love that.
And where can we find your music for anybody that's just discovering you?
So we're just on YouTube for a while. So we're on YouTube, but now we're on Spotify again. We were using Selecto Hits as our distributor, like through Sony and everything. But then something happened with that. I don't know. That's something to do with management. So now I'm just like using DistroKid. So we're back on Spotify now. So you can just find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple. We're on all of them. We're everywhere, I think. Yeah, just type in Idol Kings. We're there.
Okay.
Idol Kings official.
Will you have lyric videos for all the new ones?
Videos?
Will you have the lyric videos for all the new ones?
Maybe. I might hire someone to make some lyric videos. What we really want to do is make a music video, but it's a bit impossible with like, you're like 5 hours behind me. So when Rob gets off work, I'm in bed or something. And it's like, how are we supposed to shoot a music video? Rob's constantly wants to like do promo photos. He won't send me a picture. I've asked him. He wants to do music videos, but he hasn't got a camera. So I don't know what he wants me to do. So at the minute, we're just kind of releasing everything as audio. And I think we're doing okay, considering we haven't got any music videos or anything out there.
And so
Well,
you
if
have
you're ever
one
looking
song
for someone to do videos or even the lyric videos, we do know some people over here that
I think lyric videos would be the best way for us to go, unless Rob can find a way to film himself. Like we discuss what we want, and then we hire someone to put it together or something.
Yeah, you could easily film like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the lyric videos, especially with metal, like, because otherwise I'll sing it wrong.
Yeah, I find myself singing wrong lyrics a lot.
Making it up as you go along.
Lyric videos a lot, yeah.
Now, is there like a prep? Do you have any kind of like ritual before you are singing? Or does your voice
recording
just
or playing the show? Because before I record, I record early in the morning. So I'll like wake up at 8 a.m., wait for my parents to leave, and then I'll go down, like they'll leave for work, then I'll go down and start recording. And I don't warm up. I just kind of go there, start recording, and then I'll just do a shitload of takes. And if it sounds bad, I'll keep going until my voice kind of breaks into what I want it to do. And it's not good doing it that way. So I don't recommend anyone watching to do that. You should definitely warm up.
You know what? Surprisingly, some of my favorite artists do the same things. Like,
yeah, just go straight in. You got to capture the moment. If it's there and your voice isn't there, you just got to go for it.
Now, what happens if you can hit something one time and then you can't hit that same scream another time? Do you just like kind of switch it up? Or do you like know where you're going to like really hit the scream for recording?
What I will do is I'll listen to the beat and I'll just press record with nothing written. And then I kind of do what Linkin Park do. Have you ever watched any of their like in the studio videos? They always tend to go da na 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 na, finding their melodies and stuff. Mm-hmm. I do that. And if I know where I'm going to do a scream, I'll just let off this massive scream. And then when it comes to actually recording, this has actually happened where the demo where I'm not saying like an actual word sounds better than what I've recorded, I will manipulate it. I'll like cut it and stuff. So I'll record the actual word, and then if I'm holding a note where it's like that, I will take from the thing and make it a word. And it sounds okay in the mix, but it sounds shit as an acapella.
I have such an appreciation for the like screaming, because I can't. Like I can't. My co-host on the other show that we have, she does the screaming. And I'm like, she has a whole like thing to it. I'm like, I couldn't do that. Like maybe one time by mistake, I might get it out, but I'm not hitting that every time.
I only started screaming a year ago, like properly screaming a year ago, when I joined Idol Kings, because when I was listening to the instrumentals that they sent me, I was like, this definitely needs screams. I can't sing on this, so I need to figure out. So I find when you listen to Binge from start to finish, my screams are getting better because I'm learning as I'm recording. So on this next album, my screams, they've leveled up a little bit since the Binge album, but still learning. I can't do false chord. I'm a fry screamer at the minute because that's the only thing that I can get out.
How powerful is your headbang? Because like all the screamers I know, they have like
my neck will cramp if I headbang. Yeah, I just kind of look like a flamingo or something. Yeah.
So terrible. I just asked that. That was great.
Yeah, that's what I do.
He's honest.
Yeah, sorry.
So as far as some other bands from over. I love artists from the UK. Like absolutely, they're wonderful to have on. Like, what are some other artists that you would shout out
from around here?
Yeah.
I'd probably shout out my old band actually. So I used to be in a deathcore band,
Okay.
and they're called Dystopian Sun, and they're doing really well now. They've had like a member change and like a few members changing and stuff, and they've really improved. So I'd probably shout out them. Go check out Dystopian Sun, because if you like deathcore, those
I do.
They are brilliant. And there's another band called Rosenbridge as well from the UK. I went to school with their vocalist. He's the
What was that one?
A band called Rosenbridge. They're like metalcore, like Periphery type sound, maybe a bit. I'd say they're better than Periphery, to be honest. And their vocalist is the one that did the Michael Jackson dancing in the school talent show that I mentioned earlier. So you listen to him scream, Jesus. So,
you know what? I love when bands, especially like, I'm not like the biggest on covers, like unless I'm going to see a cover band, but like I love when they take like just fun, familiar songs and completely just
switch it up,
twist them all up.
Yeah.
And like I there was a song today and it was like such a random song, and I don't Alien Ant Farm.
Is it Annie, are you okay?
Man, every time I hear them play that, I'm just like, you just killed this. I like this better.
It's almost like Michael Jackson covered them.
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizons in it as well. They've covered an Oasis song called Wonderwall.
Wonderwall.
Have you heard Bring Me the Horizons version?
Yes, I dig it.
Yeah.
I saw it live and it was wonderful.
Oh wow, I'd love to watch them live. Ollie is just whoa.
They're next level.
So powerful.
I was quite disappointed when Jordan Fish left the band though, because I feel like he brought a really like different side to them.
Yes, I'm glad I saw them live before he left the band.
Yeah, but he's doing well now. Have you heard Architect's new album? He produced that, and that's insane, that album.
Yep, that's a really good, and that album has some really different sounding music from one song to the next.
Yeah, because their singles are really heavy, and then when I listened to the whole album, there's some really nice soft songs on there. I was like, whoa.
And I was really surprised. I'm a huge Architects fan, so I was really surprised to hear such a difference in the songs from one song to the next.
Yeah, and they're British too, so.
Yes. Also British very good live.
Yeah, I bet. I've only ever been to one festival, and that was Reading Festival in like 2011. So I saw Rise Against play live and Deftones and stuff like that.
Both good.
I didn't really like Deftones though. I thought, ooh. Live anyway. Live, he was quite terrible.
Yes. You're right.
So as far as like your music, where can fans where do you usually go that fans can interact, hear about like latest drops and stuff like that? Do you more go on Instagram?
We're more Facebook than anything. Facebook. More, yeah. We do have an Instagram, but all our we've got 8K followers on Facebook, and we've got like 150 something on Instagram. So we just kind of focus on
Instagram's hard.
Yeah,
Instagram's very hard.
I even Googled how to boost your following, and it's like, oh, post reels. So I was doing reels, and just on all these hashtags, they don't work. So I'm just like fuck it, Facebook.
Yep.
And I keep everything that I do, they're like, pay to promote, and I'm like, I don't want to pay. Like I just want to post my stuff, and I kind of gave up with trying to impress Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook.
Maybe you do pretty good with Instagram, don't you?
No, I'm just getting into Instagram, and that's because my boyfriend decided that he was making the switch from Facebook to Instagram, and he just kind of went nuts on Instagram. So I kind of tried to follow him over there, and I'm a Facebook girl. That's where most of my following is on Facebook. I just haven't really cracked Instagram too much yet.
Yeah, I'm the same. Just stick to what you know. That's what I'm like.
Facebook is, I've been doing it for, like since 2008, I've been on Facebook. So, I mean, I've been doing it for years. I'm just comfortable with it. It works.
I think that's when I went on Facebook first as well, 2008. I've tried TikTok. TikTok's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes you get into the algorithm and everybody's like,
and
oh,
sometimes you
yeah.
don't. I've
Yeah.
noticed
I
that
love
about
it. I'm in a
TikTok
good
too.
place with TikTok right now. Like TikTok and I lost it. I changed phones and it was like in the midst of it being taken off the App Store. I'm telling you, I was
Because in
going
the
nuts.
US,
Like
we
I'm
got it
used.
banned.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you did,
well,
yeah.
it was back on the App Store, so now I have it back. But I'm telling you, like, for the couple weeks that I did not have it, I was so used to doing the videos a couple times a day that like I didn't even know what to do with myself. Like I was so used to it. I'm like, oh man, it's not there, but it's back now. But
Yeah, it
yeah,
wasn't gone that long though, was it?
No.
I only no, it was I just changed phones like a month ago.
It was like less than a week. Was it less than a week?
Less than a week
It
that
was
it was
I didn't
actually
have it for 2 weeks.
unusable.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
there was a
couldn't
period of
download it.
time that it wasn't on the App Store. So if you deleted it from your phone or you switched phones, you couldn't access it.
And
Oh,
I'm
wow.
bad with phone trickery. Everyone's like, add a VPN from a different country and do this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, if I do that, I'm going to get locked out of my phone because I'm not that good with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not very tech savvy considering I'm only 29. Like I have no idea.
Nope.
My sister's more like head screwed on with technology and stuff.
I've
And my
noticed
dad's
people that
smart.
are good with it are Googlers. They Google
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm that person. I Google everything.
Yeah, I can be a Googler.
Yeah, I Google literally everything. Like I won't go to a doctor now. I'll just ask Google.
Yeah.
It's not good though. They always make out that you've got something really bad with you, don't they?
I think back and I'm like, what did everybody do before Google? Like we all walked around and didn't know shit. Like honestly, like
How did we get anywhere without Google Maps? I
everyone
don't
around me, like my one
understand.
aunt, she Googles everything. I mean everything. Like she has something wrong. She's like online, like looking up
Google.
symptoms, like the whole 9
Yeah.
yards.
Yep.
I'm like, you know what? If it's that serious, I don't even want to know like that. Like, I don't want to see the worst case scenario pictures that are literally gonna give me anxiety for the entire night until I can call the doctor.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm like. And my anxiety is through the roof, like on a good day, and then I'll Google it, and it's just 10 times worse.
Yeah, no, don't Google any symptoms you
Well,
have.
it's
That is
really
a
bad.
bad
Yeah.
thing.
I feel like it's even worse now, like after like the pandemic and everything, because you
Oh yeah,
look
100%.
something up, like you might have like
I have a headache.
a
Oh, you
headache.
have a brain tumor.
Yeah,
Yes, like it makes it so like serious and real. Like, I mean, and then like I'll look it up, I'll see that, and I'll already be kind of like freaking myself out. And then I'll be watching something on Netflix or something, and it's like the universe is telling me like you need to be
yeah.
aware that this could happen because somebody on the show like gets hit with, oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
I
weird how
spend
that
at least
happens, isn't it?
25% of my life worrying that I have something that I don't have.
Yeah. It's strange. Like you feel a symptom, next thing you know, it's on a commercial on TV, and you're like, whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
And it's never one time. Like whenever
Right.
you're like freaking out about something, you see the commercial like 6 times.
yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh
Then your
man, like
anxiety is just going, whoa.
Yeah, like, even though Google does give me anxiety, like, at the same time, I don't know what everybody did before it.
What would you do without it?
Especially in Michigan, you need your Google Maps around there. Jeez.
Oh my God, Michigan is just a huge state. Yeah, like, and
It's
I,
like spaghetti, isn't it? The roads. It's like
yes.
yeah.
Oh my
I do miss
goodness.
it there though. I want to go back soon.
Well, we would love to have you back as soon as possible.
Hopefully.
And
I
we're
don't know.
over
I
towards
might try to come in
Philly, so
November this year, you know.
get you on
Get a
like
bit of taste
a
of snow.
United States tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to get to the East Coast too, so Allie can see you.
We want
Yeah, we
there's a
got
lot of people
Philly,
in the
New
West Coast that want us
Jersey,
as well.
get them down to Maryland.
Yep. Yep.
There's people in Arizona that they keep asking for us to go there as well, and it's just like, whoa. I just live in a
Well,
small town, yeah, and it's just
you
crazy.
focus on 2025 being your year of releasing music, and then hit us all in 2026. Come back
Oh
to the
yeah,
States and do a whole US
massive
tour.
tour. Yeah, that's I think that's going to be a plan here.
Yeah.
I want to get back on the road in the States, especially because I just love it there.
Right. And once you release new music, I mean, the only next natural step is to tour.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Album cycles, you got to do it.
yep. We will be
And if
very
you guys
excited
ever
to
want,
see you.
and if you guys ever want to come on and release a song and have us do a blind reaction to it, we
Well, that'd be
also
cool,
do that.
actually. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I might actually. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think we'll definitely do that. Actually, that sounds good.
The
Yeah.
only thing is,
Anything we
if
can do
we're
to help you.
releasing it on the show, we have to release it on on the show before it would hit YouTube, or else
Yeah,
it like hits us.
yeah.
But
The-
So,
yeah,
yeah,
we've
hit
done
us
it quite
up
a
once
few
you've
times
got a
and we've
couple
had
more
luck.
songs.
Sorry, what'd you
Yeah,
say there?
Hit us up when you've got a couple more songs under your belt, and we'll do a blind reaction for you.
Yeah, we'll do. Definitely, yeah.
And definitely we will stay in touch and keep
Eager
everybody
for what you got coming.
stuff. March 8th,
Yeah.
we will definitely be posting all over the place. I always ask this question. Everyone always gets confused when I ask what time on March 8th, like what time of day? Because like sometimes people release it at 12 o'clock, like midnight.
Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what time it's being released on the 8th?
On YouTube, it'll be released 6 p.m. UK time, so that's 1 p.m. Eastern time. But
Okay.
then on Spotify, it's just 12 a.m. for everybody. Like, you know how Spotify works. But on YouTube, it'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
And just tell our viewers one more time before we wrap it up. What is the song called?
It's called Dying to Love. I keep forgetting. Yeah, it's called.
And as soon as this will be released tomorrow night on our channel, and we will make sure to get you guys the link so that you guys can share it on all your social.
Share it
And
everywhere.
thank you so much. And we'll definitely have to have you guys back on, and we'll try to pull Rob on next time.
Yeah,
too.
I tried to get him on tonight, but he can't find his webcam. But thank you so much for having me.
It's fine. After
absolutely.
he
It's
sees
been
how much
fun.
fun you had, he'll be like, "Oh, it's cool. They
Yeah,
don't
he's gonna
bite."
watch it. I know I'm not going to watch it back because. But yeah, no, I've had a great time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for staying up.
Yes, because it's
Yeah,
late
it's like,
there.
what
It's
time is
probably
it
like
right
1
now?
a.m.
It is bang on 1 a.m. Yeah.
Well, we will let you go so you can get some sleep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dale. Bye.
Oh my God, he's so nice.
I love it. Oh, that was so much fun. I'm glad we did that.
I can't wait till the 8th. I can't wait to hear their new song.
I know. I'm super excited.
It's hard when they want to talk about it so badly and they want to tell you like all the little bits and pieces. I feel bad pulling it out of them because they're trying to keep the secret from the date. But
Yep.
I really just
I
want to be
think
like,
they
yeah. Tell us, everything.
and I think they have a good future. I really like them. I think they're doing big things, so I'm excited to see where they go.
Yeah, I mean, I went, like I said, I went through like 20 songs to pick like the one that I like the best. But
Mhm.
I mean, what a variety and like very dynamic. Like
Yeah.
I would like to see them live and see
Yeah.
what they do with it.
They're very good live. Like I said, I was very impressed for that being one of their first shows together and for Dale being, in the UK. I mean, that doesn't give you much time to get together and practice. So I think they did phenomenally.
Yeah, I think we just got to get him over here.
Yeah. Yep. Crowdfunding. It's always the thing.
We'll push him to just start a GoFundMe.
Yep,
We'll
just
get him
start a
over here.
GoFundMe. I mean, people will fund anything. So I mean, let's get Dale back to Michigan so we can have a tour for the US. Why not?
Definitely. Like we need, like, I know I always see a meme like, oh, we should get a party bus that like goes around to thrift stores. Like we also need a party bus that goes around to concerts.
I would be on that bus.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yep.
And not have it be like ridiculously expensive, but like, reasonable.
Reasonable, yes. And just hop concert to concert. That's my dream.
That'd be so fun.
Yes.
So what concerts do you have coming up?
Actually, I just got a ticket given to me, a pit ticket, as a matter of fact, for Disturbed in 3 Days Grace next Monday. So I'm super excited about that one. And then on the 21st, I'm going to see Attila and the Butcher Babies. So that one will be really good. And then on the 30th, I'm taking my daughter to see a TikToker that has just been kind of blowing up, and he's called Honest Ab, and I'm going to see him with her, and that he has literally been selling out every stop on his tour, and he just had to release 25 new tour dates because there was such a high demand. So I'm really curious to see. It's kind of like a country rock rap mixture of a little bit of everything. So I'm curious about that one.
Well, I mean, I'm a fan of most of the bands that you just said. But you know what? I never comment on like anything that people post. And like I feel like every once in a while there's someone that like says something about Disturbed and I get like a pit bull. Like I'm like telling off some like random person. I'm like, "Oh no, you don't. Oh
Oh,
no,
no.
you
Oh,
don't."
hell no.
I mean, I was so impressed. I've seen them so many times, but like the last time I saw them last year or the year before, I can't remember now. But it was their most impressive show to me. I mean, like I was there, like I took Jackson and just the whole experience. I mean, he
Was that the
really
tour
like
with Falling in Reverse?
yes.
I went to that tour too.
I think they were with Bring Me to the Horizon. Bring Me to the
Okay, I
Horizon.
went to the one last year that had Falling in Reverse and Disturbed.
Okay, then it was the year before. I always call them Bring Me to the Horizon. It's Bring Me the Horizon. I love them.
Oh, I
They
do
were
too.
so impressive.
So good.
And like they're dynamic too. Like I like the song that they have with Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah. And then they got one with Baby Metal, which is just fantastic. I don't know if you're super familiar with Baby Metal, but they're the Japanese girls.
Have you
heard Rat-tat-tat-tat?
Yes.
That is my
With
jam.
Electric Cowboy.
Dude, I can listen to that song like 10 times in a row. Like,
Yep.
yeah. I love the mix up in that. And that's
Yep.
Electric Callboy with them.
Yeah.
But,
Electric Callboy with my God, I just lost my train of thought.
Have you seen Baby Metal?
Baby Metal. Have you seen Baby Metal? Yes. I've seen Baby Metal, I've seen Electric Callboy, and I've seen Bring Me the Horizon.
Now, how was Baby Metal?
Baby Metal is fantastic. Those girls are so much fun on stage, and like it's so different from a lot of other things that I've seen, and like they're dancing and their drums, and like they're a lot of fun.
I love their whole vibe. I see that's another dance. I've tried to learn that dance for what the song's been out for like a year now. I've tried to learn that dance. I can't do it. Like I always mess up one thing, and they're so quick with it that you mess up one thing, it throws the whole thing off.
Oh yeah. That's fast dancing style.
I would love to see that live. That was probably incredible.
Oh yeah, they're very good live. They were at Louder Than Life 2023, and that's where I saw them. And they were very, very different. When you have a big music festival like that, and a lot of the bands are from the same genre, it's kind of cool to see something completely different like that.
And I just want to throw out there to all of my friends in Philly, New Jersey, the tri-state area, Head PE, Josie Scott of Saliva. Gonna be a great show. There's a few locals on the show. I forget them. Sorry. But Artie's Bar and Grill. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so psyched.
Have fun.
Yes, I'm so excited. I have not seen, like, since Josie has not been with Saliva, I have not seen him do his own show. So I am very excited for that. And I feel like the vibe with them, with him and with Head PE is just going to be incredible. And I'm so excited.
Yay, I'm excited for you.
And yeah, concert season starting.
Oh yes, full gear.
April is when they do like the Live Nation, like $25.
Beginning of May. The concert week. It's the beginning of May.
Beginning of May.
Trust me, I get a lot of my tickets.
Dude, I like stumbled across that a few years ago, and like now every year we're like waiting.
Yep.
They don't have all of them. I mean, like, I think there was like 5 that were like left off of the $25 tickets, but you can get some really great tickets off of it.
Do you ever check Groupon for concert tickets? I'm serious, like Groupon, the app. I just got the Summer of Loud tour that's got I Prevail, Beartooth, Parkway Drive, Amity Affliction. I know there's several more that I'm just not thinking of. I just got those literally for $20 a piece, and that was all like fees included and everything on Groupon. So always check Groupon for concert tickets.
Wow.
Yeah, I get a lot of them. First time I ever took my daughter to see Slipknot. She's a huge Slipknot fan like me. First time I ever took her to see them, I got them on Groupon for like $30 each. And when you see the price on Groupon, that's the flat price. There's no fees on top of it. So if it says $20 or $30, that means that's what it is.
You know, we look on like my friends always on Groupon, and we're always like looking for something just interesting to do. But yeah, I don't know that we ever looked at like concert tickets.
Not a lot of people think about concert tickets from Groupon, but I get a lot of my tickets because, I go to a lot of shows, so I'm constantly looking to try and get them reduced price or whatever. I get a lot of tickets from Groupon, and it's a great deal, especially like when you are going to an amphitheater. Like I go to Pine Knob in Detroit area a lot, and the lawn seats are what's always on sale, and that's what I got for the Summer Loud tour. It was a lawn ticket for $20, so perfect.
Now, are you going? I know that you're going to Ink. Are you going for all the days?
Yes. Normally I do Upheaval Festival. for the first like 2 days because that's a 2-day festival. And then I consistently went to Ink on Sunday. But this year, Vincent decided that he wanted to go to Ink. So I decided to go with him. And so I'm going to do all 3 days of Ink for the first time ever. And I'm really excited about that.
I think it would be really hard to pick. Like,
and
I saw at least 2 days on there that like I would have a hard time picking before, like that Marilyn Manson lineup. And then
that's the only thing that's a big
Park. Oh my God. I just want you to go live during Magnolia Park because I love
them. I will do that.
Like if you guys can get up close to them, just scream like, we want you on a Pretty Little Podcast. Let them know. I will hit them up every once in a while and like beg them to come on the show.
That would be great.
We love you.
We love you. Yeah.
I'm a fucking misfit. But okay, another great episode. I just love hanging out with my girls, you and Jessie.
It's always fun.
I got like 2 fun nights in a row. It's great.
Yeah. It's like, it's definitely a nice way to spend the evening because I'm here alone a lot. So like, it's always nice to do this.
And I think next week, unless somebody like reaches out to us before then, I think we're going with WTF.
Okay.
And we'll just get a panel.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Because I feel like we started it. I like talked to all these people and then I'm like, yeah, we're just not going to do that for a minute. But
right.
Unfortunately, there's so many like bands and like artists that like I hate saying no to anybody. And like honestly, all the ones that have reached out or that we've reached out to are just awesome. So I
and I've got some fun ones that I've got scheduled for us and that I'm super excited about. So we'll be talking about Michigan Metal Fest, and we're going to be talking to Taylor from Taproot, and we're going to be talking to some of the members of Poet the Band. So that's very exciting. These 3 are all Michigan-based bands / music festival. So I'm super excited about that.
Me too. I can't wait. And we have so many like fun announcements coming up. And when's the next time that you're over on the East Coast?
I am going to be there for Bullet for My Valentine and Trivium on April 30th. I'm not sure if I'm going there before then or not, but I know for sure that I'll be there for that show.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Well,
good to see you.
I will send you everything tomorrow to make sure that Dale gets it. Awesome band, awesome interview.
This was fun. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching, and make sure you go on and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.